What's up, guys? I'm Matt Reisinger.
And I'm Will King.
And we're in Alabama today, looking at this gorgeous house behind us, answering the question, is house wrap dead in 2022? Let's get going. All right, guys, let me introduce you to Will. Will, you are building a gorgeous house right in the lake here. Full zip system, walls, sheathing, roofing, everything. You've used this system before though, haven't you?
Absolutely, man. For like the 4 years we've been using Zip System.
All right, now tell me your story before that, because I think like you, or like me, I should say, we used a lot of house wrap back in the day, didn't we?
Absolutely. So I think basically whatever the lumber supplier brought out is what we started with.
Yeah, me too, for years.
I mean, it's just whatever showed up on the job site. And then transitioned, thanks to your article at one point in time, to a house wrap that we started to use. And we paid more attention to that. And then we transitioned again into what we're using today, which is our Zip System.
All right, now what was it about house wrap that made you think twice about using it today? Or what made you kind of make the move here to Zip System sheathing?
The air sealing details were killing me.
Yeah.
Like just the details of getting it right. I mean, it's like we had to be on the job site constantly to monitor, don't get that fastener too close to the window opening, or don't forget to have the vertical tape on that seam and lap it correctly, and then the detail at the bottom. It was always something going on. And I think training the framers to do that was just so aggravating. I mean, it was just always something going on.
I mean, that's the hard part about a house wrap is you've got all this origami going on.
Right.
And to get it waterproof, you can certainly do it, but you need to really make sure the guys on the job know how to layer everything correctly, use the right products correctly.
Right.
But that's the thing that I really like about Zip System sheathing. You know, from the factory, this comes with that green waterproof coating on it already.
Right.
It's as if it's been pre-fluid applied or pre-peel and stuck on top of that sheathing. So all you have to do on the job site now is use their tape, which is already engineered to work perfectly with the green facer, by the way, so that when it sticks tenaciously. And then I think your point about air sealing is what really gets me. You know, when codes have changed over the years to now require blower door tests, I think a lot of builders are scrambling and trying to figure out, how do I use these methods of waterproofing and house wrapping, but now meet blower door scores?
Yeah, and I mean, we transitioned from our house wrap to Zip System with everything else staying the same, like immediate reduction in our blower door test.
Is that right?
And that's the only thing that changed. That was before we even detailed the bottom. That's before I even knew how to do that. Like it just immediate reduction. So yeah, I mean, the air sealing is absolutely correct. And anybody that can nail up OSB, which you're having to do behind house wrap, boom, you're here. So it's an easy transition.
Yeah, and I think there's some benefits to less trips around the house too, which is talked about in a lot of advertising. But for me, it's those air sealing details. You know, we can get a house waterproof with this, but once we get it waterproof, we're also getting it really airtight. And that's what I really like. By the way, great detail here at the base, where his superior wall foundation meets his sheathing. You've used this gray tape. You know what this is, Will?
Yeah, the Siga tape, the Fentrim. Yeah, it's absolutely, I mean, it sticks to CMU. You know, we used to use a tape that actually had to have a sprayed on primer prior to installing it. And so, once we swapped over to Siga's tape, man, just that much faster and not having to mess with primer, which is also really even bad to breathe, to be honest. So we've loved using that on our bottom.
And you could have used a fluid applied. You know, Zip System makes a fluid applied flashing as well. Zip System liquid flash you could have used here.
Right.
But what's nice that I'm liking about your house is really it's just tape everywhere, right?
Yep, that's
you use the flexible tape at the windowsills, and then you have the standard zip tape on all the seams.
And so after all the mechanicals are out, we'll make another pass around with more stretch tape and liquid flash to make sure all of our penetrations are sealed off properly, you know. But we don't, you know, our fasteners will stay this way. And, you know, we had a conversation earlier today about how that's sometimes the bad reputation that Zip gets is maybe that you can't stop water at the fasteners. But we've proven, our buddy Jake, that that's not the case, right?
Yeah, Jake did a video on Build Show Network. I don't know if you've seen it, but he basically built a blower door box out of Zip System, leave the nails exposed, did a reverse blower door trying to suck air through these nails, and then put a hose on it for a long period of time and no water on the inside. So the people that get all hung up about the nails, they just need to get over it. It's not a problem.
It's proven. But if you do want to cover it, You can.
You could go in here with some liquid flash, right? And you could cover all those nail holes.
That's right.
I made a video that I call Zip 1.5, and that's what I did at my house when I built my house last year.
Right.
Where I just took the bottom 2 feet and said, all right, I'm going to detail these just for the heck of it, just to go a little extra. I did a little dab of liquid flash in those nail holes just in the bottom 2 feet.
Sure.
And then I left it. All the remodeling I've done, you never see any rot up here. You only ever see rot in the bottom foot or so.
Right.
So if you want to take extra precaution, just do it in the bottom 2 feet. You're going to be good to go. With the exception, of course, being do your windows like Will did them. Beautiful job on this window install. I mean, those look like they're absolutely top notch.
Yeah, and it's really easy. I mean, even with the stretch tape, like it's so easy to train our framers on how to detail that properly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's never even a conversation anymore. It's
That's
just
so
so
awesome.
so simple to use.
I
So
love it, Will. Anything I missed, buddy?
I think we covered it all, man. I think we covered all the details of it. So,
It's a really top-notch install, Will. I'm
Awesome.
really impressed, man.
well, thank you.
Guys, if you're not following Will on Instagram, you should go over to his Instagram feed and follow him. Really, really top-notch builder here in Alabama. And I'm really impressed with your work, man. So
Awesome.
good to
Thanks,
get
Matt.
out to your job
Yeah,
site.
absolutely, man.
And
Thanks for
before we
coming.
leave these guys, we got to tell them about our appearance we're doing together.
That's right. So second week of February, we're going to be at the International Builder Show at the Huber booth for the new product release. We can't talk about
big
it yet.
reveal. We can't show. We can't tell you what it is today.
Yeah.
But come to IBS, and of course we're making a YouTube video, so we'll publish that after IBS. But he's doing something new and cool from our friends at Huber here on the job site. But big thanks to Huber for sponsoring today's video. They've been great partners of ours for
Absolutely.
many years. They make some really bomber products, including what you're seeing here, which is their full zip system install that Will and his crew have absolutely nailed the details on. Nice job, High Cott, and the rest of the crew. Make sure you tell those guys I said
Awesome.
top-notch install.
I will, man. Absolutely.
All right,
Thank you.
guys, if you're not
Thank you.
currently a subscriber, hit that subscribe button below. We've got new content every Tuesday and every Friday. You gonna help me close this out?
Absolutely. I'm ready. I'm waiting on it.
Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Hey guys, just one more thing on this topic. You know, you've heard me talk about the control layers of a house before. In order of importance, houses need to control water, they need to control air, vapor flow, and thermal, meaning insulation. Now, when it comes to house wrap does a great job of controlling water, assuming you detail it correctly. But where I think it falls short, and hopefully Will and I talked about this, is when we start talking about air sealing. And ultimately, air sealing is really more important than insulation and more important than what you do for vapor control on your house. So, if you're watching this video and you're a builder who regularly uses house wrap, or like me, built many, many houses with house wrap, sleep well at night. You can do a great job with house wrap, you can detail it well, you can keep your houses dry. But if you want to go to the next level of performance, to not just meet code, but exceed code, to build houses that are dramatically more efficient, more durable, and more healthy for your clients, and also more bug-proof, that's when air sealing really comes in. And on this video, you saw that Will and I really went into the details. Zip system sheathing, fantastic way to get not just a waterproof house, but a really airtight house. And it deals with vapor as well. So, if you're watching this video and you have those houses, sleep well at night, but consider upgrading your system. Consider moving to a peel and stick system, or a fluid applied system, or a zip system sheathing. These are great ways to really go to that next level of performance. Guys, thanks again for watching today's video. Hey guys, hit that subscribe button below. We've got new content here every Tuesday and every Friday. And I'll have a link below also to my podcast, which comes out every Friday, and for our newsletter over on BuildShowNetwork.com. 10 new videos a week there. See you next time on The Build Show.